All of you Medical Center, good morning or good afternoon or good night, depending on what time you are watching this. Welcome to another episode of The View. This is where we bring the information straight to you all, answer your questions, and I have special guests with me today. Now, Kim, you've been here before,
Yes.
so you're an expert at this already, right?
Not an expert, but it's a pleasure to be back.
Well, you really sound like an expert when you were here the first time, so I respect. And we have...
Hi, I'm Cody DeShiel-Earp, and I'm new to The View and excited to be here.
Yeah, not new to all of you, though,
No,
right?
new to The View, the show.
I'm sure you all have worked with Dr. DeShiel-Earp before in the past, but she's here to tell us a little bit more about what she does in her department, and we'll get to that in a minute. But first, we're going to start with announcements. So this week, actually April 13th through the 19th is Telecommunications Week, and that's celebrated during that time. For all the outstanding telecommunications team, especially here at All of You, they're the folks that keep us connected, having our operating systems work seamlessly, being able to communicate within the medical center and outside the medical center. So thank you for all you do here at All of You Medical Center, for all those folks working in the telecommunications department. Also, it is Patient Access Week, and it's a national thing, and that's also celebrated in the first week of April. And as you may or may not know, but what does Patient Access do? Kim, can you tell us? I'm putting her on the spot. That's okay.
No, Patient Access actually provides our patients with the opportunity to be able to get access to the facility. Their needs to be known, their needs to be met from whatever plethora of services that they may need. We offer them here at All of You, and so we're just really, really excited to participate with our patient access staff to celebrate them for what they do on a daily basis to make our patients' needs met.
Absolutely, and they are the face. They are the first, usually, point of contact with our medical center, so they hold a very important role connecting our patients to the services, but also being the face of our medical center. So thank you to all that staff. They will be celebrating the week of April 21st. So if you see one of those folks, if you see someone from PAC or even a telecommunications, please congratulate them for their week and say thank you for all they do. So big kudos and shout outs to you all. And also this month is Asian American Pacific Islander Heritage Month. And it's a time to celebrate the rich histories and cultures and contributions of the AAPI communities, especially here at All of You Medical Center. So we proudly honor our AAPI colleagues and staff and family who contribute to making this hospital a special place, demonstrating compassion, excellence, and incorporating their cultural richness to what they do every day. If you know a staff member that's made a significant impact in their work, please nominate them for recognition. You can hit the feedback button and let us know who they are, where they work, and why do you want to recognize them for. So congratulations and happy AAPI Heritage Month. Also, did you hear about this, Dr.
No, I haven't heard.
Yeah, so there's this big Employee Appreciation Day. And this is not just for All of You, this is all of DHS. So all the hospitals, all the clinics, all the departments within DHS, there will be an Employee Appreciation Day at Whittier Narrows Park. And I'm especially excited because it's closer to my home. So it's not too far, but this is happening on May 17th from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And you'll see the flyer on your screen. There's a QR code. Scan that QR code. You must register, but there's going to be activities for not just you, but also your family, your kids. Bring them along. But you must click and register. There's also going to be free food, which anytime there's free food, you're going to find me there. And so please register and link. I already registered. I hope you both did, but I already registered, and I will see you there May 17th at Whittier Narrows Park from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. And as a nurse, I'm especially also excited about this. This month is when we celebrate Nurses Week.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this is so exciting. We have the opportunity to celebrate all of our nursing workforce. We'll be celebrating Nurses Week on May 6th to the 12th. So the American Nursing Association recognizes and promotes events and initiatives to support this important week. So for 2025, the national theme for the American Nurses Association is the power of nurses. DHS, we're partnered with them and we're so honored to celebrate with them that they have selected a theme, Soaring High with Excellence. So we have incorporated both themes together. And so calendar of events for the week of May 6th to the 12th. On Monday, we will be celebrating with our educational fair, and we'll have some goodies there for all of the staff who actually participates. And it'll be held in the conference center from 10:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. We'll be having some free coffee that day. And I'm also so very excited about our poster board and our poem essay contest. We have done this historically, and the poster boards have been phenomenal. And so we will be presenting prizes to those who are our first, second, and third place winners. And each day we also have a color code. And so on Monday, we will actually be wearing red. So any shade of red that you may have, your scrubs, your regular office outfits, we want you to come, we want you to wear it, we want you to celebrate with us. Then on Tuesday, we will have our gift distribution as well as some goodies for our staff. And that color will be blue on Tuesday. And then this is my favorite day on Wednesday. We will actually have our nursing ceremony where we will actually honor our nurse of the year, our NP of the year, our clerk of the year, our NA of the year, our LVN of the year. And we are also going to put on our old school nursing outfit with our hats. Always fun. Encourage you all, put your white on, come out and support us. And Edgar, I hope you wear some white scrubs and put your hat on also to come and celebrate with us.
I did wear that during nursing school, right? We had to wear the white one. I just don't think it fits anymore. So.
Well, you can always buy new one. You still have a little bit of time. So it'll take place at 1 p.m. in the conference center. Please come out. It's always fun. We always have a good time together. And we may have some refreshments at the end of the ceremony. And on Thursday, we will actually celebrate our Daisy Award winners. Just a small lunch for them to just recognize them for their great work, for their great contributions to nursing. And the Daisy Award was actually founded by Mark and Bonnie Barnes in honor of their son who was in the hospital, extremely ill. And he really had a close relationship with the nurses. And so after he passed away, his parents actually started the Daisy Foundation to be able to honor nurses across the nation. So this is a huge honor to be selected as the Daisy Award. And so we just want to give a little bit of extra honor to all of our nurses who have been nominated or who have been awardees of this great recipient of the Daisy Award. And then on Friday is our Nursing Wellness Day. We have partnered with Massage Envy over the years, and they have come with us to actually provide us with 15-minute massages. Now, this is closed fully on, and so you will be awarded an opportunity also to have a facial for about 5 to 10 minutes. It will be in the conference center as well from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. And so on that day, we're actually wearing just any of our All of You t-shirts that we may have. So please join in with the festivities. And we'll also have a photo booth. So if you like to be photogenic and you like to show your personality, please come out and participate with us. And I just want to say to our nursing workforce, I appreciate as the CNO all that you do, showing up every day, taking care of our patients, going the extra mile, and just being really present with our patients to really make a difference in their lives every day. Being in the hospital is scary. Sometimes it's the unknown, but we just want to say thank you for being there with our patients and for doing the job that you do. And I also encourage everyone to celebrate with our nurses, not just during the week that's been dedicated to them, but every single day for their unwavering dedication, commitment, compassion, and the excellence that they actually provide to our patients. So we just want to say thank you again, and we look forward to everyone participating in Nurses Week.
I just ordered my white uniform from Amazon, so it should be here by then. So,
But did you get the
good.
hat? That's the key.
Well,
Okay.
very cool. So yeah, a special week coming up. Hope to see you there. Another special week to celebrate our entire medical center is Hospital Week. We do this every year. This is my first week here, my first hospital week here, so it's going to be a special one. This is happening May 12th to May 14th, and National Hospital Week is really a week to recognize and honor the compassion and resilience of all of our medical center staff, from environmental services to food services, administrative, clerical, lab technicians, facilities, security, volunteers, our nurses, our providers, all pharmacy, all our staff that contribute to making this medical center great and very special and providing that mission to deliver the best care to our community and patients. So this week is for you. We celebrate, we connect, we recognize that you are the heart and soul that makes this medical center special. So as is in Nurses Week, we also have special days. Monday, May 12th, enjoy a free small beverage for all employees at the Olive View branch. So that's just to kick off. Could be Coke, could be coffee, could be whatever you like. Tuesday, May 13th is the EDIA subcommittee is presenting My Culture, My Story wall. So it's a meaningful display of featuring photos, quotes, short stories from staff where you can tell your story, share your cultural identity. What's that the special thing that you hold that you feel about yourself? And this is to illustrate the power of diversity in healthcare. So whoever participates will get free coffee made by a barista. So we're gonna have a special barista, and this is sponsored by the Olive View Credit Union. So huge shout out to Ana Barrios. Thank you so much for this. And this is happening in the conference center from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Wednesday, we spice things up. They asked me, Edgar, do you want to participate in our hot wing challenge? And I'm like, hot wing challenge, piece of cake. I can put away like 30 hot wings in a matter of like 2 minutes. They're like, no, Edgar, this is a spiciness challenge. And I'm like, oh, never mind. I can't do spicy. I do mild.
So who's going to do it? Do you know? Or it's whoever wants to?
Whoever wants to. So come up, sign up, and compete and cheer on your workers. I will participate, though. I just don't think I will win. If it was a quantity, I would probably win. Yeah.
Got it.
That'll be on the 14th. Thursday, May 15th from 11 to 1. We're going to have free 5-minute massages as well in the conference center. And do not miss our Spring into Summer Fair. This is a day filled with games, music, celebration, and of course, food. And that night, the executive leadership team will be rolling around the entire medical center, handing out snacks for the night shift. So it's a chance for us to connect with the night shift as well. And Friday, we wrap up the week with a farmer's market, and there's going to be giant yard games. I don't know if you know this about me, Cody, but I am very competitive. And when it comes to games, and I specifically asked for this. I want to see Jenga out there. I want to see Connect 4.
Yeah.
And if you challenge me to a game and you beat me, you will win one of my gift cards. So see you out there Friday, May 16th. And this is happening in parking lot A from 11 to 12 p.m. So see you out there. All right. And also just closing the month, I want to thank everyone. Last month we celebrated Earth Month. And we had tons and tons of donated clothes. So thank you very much for all your donations. And also something that I participated in, that I challenge you all to participate in, present company included.
Okay.
And even those in the studio in the back. Volunteer for the produce distribution. So this is something that happens on a regular basis, I think on Wednesdays. And what we do is we partner with the LA Food Bank, and they bring produce. We package this produce and we distribute it to the community. And there's a long line of cars outside. Is that Kennedy Drive? I think it's Kennedy Drive. Kennedy Drive out into the street. And there's a lot of deserving community members that are very appreciative of this help. But I want to give a huge shout out to the volunteers. This is some heavy stuff. Yeah. It was like, I was carrying these boxes and I was like, I don't know how you guys do this, but we need some help. They need some help. If you are able to carry some heavy stuff, please sign up and help them out there. But they run a product line, a assembly line that's so efficient. They're just putting the stuff in. By the time it's ready to go, community members ready to receive. Great work that they do. Huge shout out to Grace and Brenda and Alina for coordinating and helping out, and to all the other volunteers. There's also community member volunteers that come every week or every time we have the pros distribution to help. Please sign up, help us out. You might see me there again next week. I had fun. It was a good event, and it's a great cause for the community as well. All right, and so Dr. Dashil Earp.
You can call me Cody.
All
My
right,
last name's
Cody.
a mouthful.
It is a mouthful. I was practicing last night. Dashil Earp.
Blame my parents. It's okay.
All right, Cody. And what you do every day is provide this high level of quality of care. And we know we do this, right?
Yeah.
We know that we do this, but it's not just because it's the right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just because it's what we're good at doing. And it's not why, it's not, and that's the reason why you came to the field. But it's also because the government asks us to do this.
That's right.
Insurance company asks us to do this.
Absolutely.
And there's organizations that monitor safety that ask us to do this. And that's kind of what you oversee in your role as well, right? In addition to many other things, this is one piece. Can you tell us a little bit more about this?
Yeah, absolutely. So the quality and safety team does a lot of different activities, but a big one is just what you said, publicly reported data. Okay, so this is all of the measurements that the state and the federal government ask us to look at as a way of trying to figure out what the quality of our care is and what the safety level of our care is. And that turns out to be really complicated, right? It's not easy to say, okay, this is the one number that means that you're a good hospital, right?
That's right.
So instead of having one number, we have over 200 measures of quality, safety, and some population health with the QIP program that all funnel in to various programs. Like you might have heard of the Leapfrog safety grade. That's a safety grade that's, again, made up of probably 50 or 60 measures, all combined into one, and then you get a grade at the end, right? Similarly, the CMS star rating combines a different set of measures encompassing quality and safety metrics. And then many of you have heard of the Quality Incentive Program, which is actually run by the state of California, that has to do more with population health, like have the majority of our primary care patients received their breast cancer screening. So it's a big umbrella of work. And in many cases, we're really having to get down to the nitty-gritty of exactly how the measure is defined and exactly what check boxes have to be checked in ORCID. It can be frustrating, but I also think it's really important because if we don't have these measures, then what do we have, right? In many cases, we've been able to do really, really meaningful work here at Olive View by kind of focusing on these measures and working towards improvement alongside our frontline teams who really are the drivers of performance.
Yeah, and so it encompasses things like reducing harm, right? When you come to the hospital, we don't want to harm you. Includes preventing infections while you're in the hospital. And also to the patient's experience, right? Tell us a little bit more about the patient experience and how that's incorporated in this.
Yeah, so as many of you know, our patients, both inpatient and outpatient, receive can be randomly selected to receive a survey after being admitted to our hospital or after an outpatient visit. The hospital survey is known as HCAHPS, and it's kind of a standard survey that's used across the country for hospitalized patients. And essentially, it's these questions that CMS, our federal government, asks us to ask our patients as a way of trying to measure how are we doing in terms of the patient's experience of care. And of course, we know that patients who have a good experience in healthcare environments are more likely to come back, to attend their follow-up appointments, to engage with us and sort of work together on care plans. So we really do, it really is meaningful. I think a lot of people say, patients get cranky on the survey. But And that's true, right? Just like any reviews, just like Yelp reviews, right? There are going to be a few patients who are maybe upset about what happened during their stay. But I think those and the input that we get from everyone else are really opportunities for us to learn how to best deliver care in our hospital and how to keep patients, coming back and getting the care they need. So patient experience is something that's really close to my heart. I think it's meaningful work to work on. I think it's something that anybody that even just sees a patient in the hall,
Yes.
whether you're a healthcare provider, a bedside nurse or not, can contribute to the patient experience by helping folks who are lost, giving someone a smile or a wave if you're feeling up for it. Those are all things that we can all do to improve the patient experience. And that is not just good for our patients, but it's also good for our hospital ratings like Leapfrog and the CMS star rating. These surveys actually make up a pretty big portion of these grading systems. And I think that's great.
Yeah, thanks, Cody. And it's a huge role and a huge department that you oversee when it comes to quality and safety. And I want to shout out the quality team and the safety team for the awesome work that you do. But what does this mean to you all, right? And is quality and safety everybody's responsibility? Absolutely. It's not just the clinical team working with the patient directly,
Definitely.
but it's all the teams that support the clinical teams that is also responsible for this. You're the folks that help us ensure that we keep our patients safe, that we deliver care with safe equipment in a safe environment. And this is all our responsibility. Safety, quality, and patient experience is everyone's responsibility, not just the clinical team. So it's a challenge to you all. That's why I always end with be kind to each other, because this means a lot. If we are kind to each other, if we're happy with it, we treat each other well, this translates into how we treat our patients. So that's the challenge. Thank you, Cody, for being here and explaining. And remember all, quality, safety, and patient experience. All right. And so have you heard about the trivia?
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So we have a trivia question for this week as well. But let's go back to the winner of the last episode's trivia question. And just for a reminder, in 1962, this was last week's trivia question. 1962, Olive View Hospital in San Fernando Valley became one of the first Southern California hospitals to perform what groundbreaking medical procedure? And the answer was open heart surgery, which is amazing. That this
I didn't know that.
Such important procedure, life-saving procedure. This hospital was one of the first to perform it. So, and congratulations to Stephen P. Rogers. He's a registered nurse in the emergency room, a pediatric emergency coordinator. Congratulations, you have won my gift card. Come on over to hospital administration in 2C155 to pick up your gift card. And for next week, for you all, you guys ready? The first one to answer through the feedback button, and all of our answers are timestamped so we know who answered first. What year was Olive View-UCLA Medical Center officially reopened after being rebuilt due to the damage of the 1971 Sylmar earthquake? It wasn't in 1971 or 1972, but first one to answer correctly wins my gift card again. All right. So this week we have tons of shout outs. First of all, as we always do, we want to thank all the new folks, new employees, new to Olive View on their first day in their 30-year career at Olive View. We want to thank you for coming along and providing exceptional care and joining our excellent team. And we're going to start with shout outs, individual shout outs. We have a lot of shout outs that we received this past week. First one comes from Jessa Palma. She's an RN, and she's shouting out Annie Esagolian. And she says that Annie brings excellence and heart to everything that she does. Her compassion, positivity does not go unnoticed. Our unit is lucky to have her. Congratulations, Annie, and thank you for being an example of what it is to be an Olive View family member.
And our next shout out comes from Catherine Reyes. She's a part of the patient advocacy office for Odette. Excuse me if I mispronounce your last name, Kasachikian. And Catherine just wants to say kudos to you for your compassion during your interaction with the patient. And thank you for promoting a positive patient experience at Olive View.
Thanks, Odette. And this month we are celebrating AAPI Heritage Month, and we received some shout outs from our AAPI community members and staff members. And the first one goes out to Charles, and he's an RN. He cares for all patients, even if it's not his patient, and he is always willing to help. Another member, a staff member being shouted out for AAPI Heritage Month is my
Your secretary.
my secretary. She is like my brain. She's everything. She helps me keep organized. Grace Keller from Hospital Admin. Grace has graced us at all of you with her kindness, her can-do attitude, and her many roles, responsibilities, and promoted titles throughout many years. Her compassion and attention to detail makes her a big asset not only to all of you as a whole, but especially to her direct reports and unit family and me. I'm going to add my name to that. Thank you. We truly appreciate Grace. I truly appreciate Grace. I think I speak for you both when we say.
And I appreciate Grace.
100%.
Grace is awesome. And Grace, like I said, she's always at the produce distribution event, and she is a force to be reckoned with out there. So congratulations, Grace. And we had executive rounds. We started the executive team visits the different departments. We, get to meet them, get to hear them. What are their feedback? How can we improve? What are they doing great? So this week we went to Clinic D. Clinic D is the OBGYN department, which provides comprehensive OBGYN care, which includes urogyn, gynecology, oncology, family planning. They support many programs like the Mama's Neighborhood Program, which is for pregnancy and postpartum care, cancer care navigation, and OBGYN aftercare. Talk to a lot of them. They're proud of helping their community, how they advocate for women's health, providing the right to choose, and all of other services specific for women's care. They are great at following up with their patients. The patients love coming to this clinic. And they had some great suggestions. How do we improve the employees' experience at the medical center, especially during meals time? So that those are things that we're working on. They advocated for staff that by asking for more lactation rooms, which is a great ask, and we're absolutely looking into that as well. And they wanted to shout out. They want to shout out the entire staff because they're very mission driven and they're committed to their patients. And they had a special shout out to Rhonda, the nursing and physician team, for working together. Even during difficult times, they come together and they're mission driven to deliver that high quality care for their patients.
We also visited Clinic P. Clinic P is a specialty clinic. Services that are rendered in that clinic includes dermatology, palliative care, GI, hepatology, pain, and primary care injection clinics. So Clinic P is offering some new services to our patients that includes pain and dermatology with phototherapy. They've also been a great team who collaborates through difficult time to better address our patient care needs. So Clinic P actually said that they're very proud of their supervisor, Maria. So we just want to give a huge shout out to Maria for bringing the teams together and for really connecting with them during challenging times. And so they asked for additional interpreters to be present with them. We know that's huge for our patients. We know that our patient needs to understand the care that's being provided to them. So we will actually be working on that with them, and as well as navigation. We've talked about this a couple of times on The View. Our patients have a challenging time actually finding where they're going. So that is on one of our top lists to make sure that that continues on throughout the organization. So we just want to shout out Maria again for always finding ways to make things work, and as well as for working with our staff. And a huge shout out to Rhonda again. She's always in support of all of her clinics, especially throughout the year since she's been here. She's been here at all of you over 35 years. So we just want to say thank you to the team for all that you're doing and for all that you're doing for our patients.
So Cody, how long have you worked at All of You?
Oh my gosh, I'm coming up on my 3rd year.
3 years?
Yeah.
Wow. You're such an expert. I thought you were
I know.
like longer.
I know.
At least 10, 15.
No,
Yeah,
just
Cody
3.
knows almost everything about everything when it comes to All of You Medical Center. All right, so 3 years out of your 30-year
I'm still
career.
learning.
Yeah,
Like I had to figure out where to come for this.
That's what I was going to
shoot,
ask
by
you.
the
So
way.
did you have as hard of a time finding when you first started finding places and
Oh yeah,
clinics?
it is tricky, especially when it comes to the whole campus, right? Someone says cottage, pick your letter, and you're just wandering around. You might end up on a mountain trail.
Yeah,
you might encounter a rattlesnake
or a coyote.
Yeah.
But yeah, and we hear a lot, as Kim mentioned, we hear a lot about the issue with navigation, and there is a plan, and we are working on it. But it's going to take us a while. It's a big campus, and it's a lot to fix. So we're doing the work to address that as well. All right, we're going to go on to feedback and questions, and we had tons of questions. Continue to send us that feedback. This is great feedback. The first one comes, historically, we've had problems with patient parking. Our patients are unsuccessful in meeting their appointment time. We have staff and other disciplines that park in the patient lots. Please address. Yes, and we've asked our partners with the Sheriff's Department and Allied to start monitoring more and patrolling these areas to ensure that folks are parking in the appropriate lots. And it's just the right thing to do, guys. Like, we need our patients to get their care on time. So let's leave the lots closest to the clinics, which is lot A and B, for the patients. And use the employee lots. We are patrolling, we are surveilling. We do have these devices out there that you've seen. But since we've installed them, we've had a good feedback with them. Patients now have areas to park, so thank you. I don't know if it's you just doing the right thing but yeah, let's all just do the right thing. And the second one is, this is a good one. Do you want to help me with this one?
Sure. Yeah. So this was some feedback from one of our staff members, I assume. Said, please post "Don't feed the coyotes" sign in Pickens Park. Several coyotes have been seen in the area searching for food, and some folks have reported food being left out in the area in those picnic tables, probably in Pickens Park. So that seems like a good idea. I mean, in general, we probably shouldn't feed the wildlife in our area.
Yeah, and they travel in packs. One of the first things, I went on a hike here with some of the staff, and there's tons of coyotes everywhere, and let's not feed them. I think they have plenty to eat. Yeah. But let's not feed them or encourage them to roam around in where we walk or take walks or make it from cottage P to cottage L and J. But yeah, Facilities has posted 2 signs in Pickens Park: do not feed wildlife. Again, let's just do the right thing. Even though we think we're helping them out. Let's keep them in the wildlife areas. Yes. I know we've encroached on their wildlife, but sorry, animals, but we're trying to keep our folks safe. Yeah. Why can't staff access their pay stubs and task forms from home? Actually, you can. If you don't have access to your pay stubs from home, you might need to sign up for mylacounty.gov. And this is for all county employees where you can log on. And I think you have to use this PIN number and sign up for this PIN number. But it's on the website. It's easy to use. It's mylacounty.gov. This is where you sign in. And there's a section where you can view historical pay stubs and get your W-2. So you don't have to wait for it to get mailed to your home. You can also sign up for paperless W-2s. This way you can just download them, or they go, I don't know. No, they don't go straight to your email. You just download it from this website. If you need assistance, please contact the help desk, the IT help desk, and they can help you sign up for that as well. And Guadalupe Alvaro wanted to volunteer someone or shout out someone, right?
Yeah, so Guadalupe wanted to send a shout out to Brian in volunteer services for going beyond and above the call of duty for providing dinner. We have feedback. Can we please go back to the old condiment dispensers in the cafeteria? The current ones are difficult to operate and frustrating. The original design were hand pump operated and worked perfectly. Do you know what they're?
Yeah. So you have to sort of wave your hand over the ketchup dispenser now, which is sort of a higher tech design. But I got to say, I agree with Stephen. They don't work quite as well. Although I think there may have been like an infection control rationale for
Yeah,
that maybe it's sort of easier to clean, or, not as many people touching it. But, Stephen was the winner of the last trivia question.
Oh, that's
so
right,
he's kind of a VIP on this episode.
Yeah, Stephen answered the trivia question correctly, so we have to go back to these.
That's right.
I mean, we'll send this out to the cafeteria team. It does make sense. I think they were trying to do the Harry Potter, ketchup and then ketchup. But yeah, it makes sense. I think you're right. Putting your hands, this is contactless. I think we can go back. Just make sure you wash your hands and all that. So before you eat. All right.
This is awesome. This next one.
All right.
Oh yeah.
So
some advice.
So the feedback is, Edgar, when you go for your burrito, get the hot link and tater tot, eggs, cheese, potatoes, and get the tortilla a little well done. That's the best. Thanks for that feedback. I will definitely try that. For some of you that don't know already, but I keep getting this feedback. You better try the breakfast burritos. They're the best. They're the best. They're the best. So stay tuned for the next the View taping. We will have the video of me going out and tasting. So this is food bites with Edgar. I don't know what the thing is, but yeah, I will try that, and look out for that video soon. And the next one is from a staff member, and I would like to participate on your podcast. Absolutely, if you have something that you want to share with the rest of the All of You world, if you want to highlight some of the work that you do, that department, send us a message through that feedback button. Send your proposal. This is who I am from this department, and I want to talk about this is what we do in this area. Or if you have a suggestion, let us know. Absolutely open to that as well. And we are at time. I think this is one of the longest the views, right? Yeah. All right. Good information. I hope you're still stay tuned. Thank you for tuning in, especially those that have been tuning in for every week. I know who you are. Thank you for doing that. If you know someone, a staff member that hasn't tuned in, please let them know, hey, check this out. A lot of cool information that they have on this YouTube channel. Thank you for watching. Smash the bell, drop a like, and hit the subscribe button.
Is that what the kids say these days?
I mandated last time. I was admonished by the production crew because you're like, Edgar, you didn't say smash the bell, drop the like, and hit the subscribe button. I'm sorry. I'll make sure I'll say it. We'll see you in 2 weeks for the next episode, episode 9.
Yes.
But as always, please be kind, help each other, and stay safe. Thank you again for all that you do for our community, our patients, and for each other.
Yes,
because we are a family here, and I'm looking forward to that burrito next week. So
yeah, I'm excited to hear your thoughts.
All right, guys. Thank you, Cody, for being here. Thank you, Kim, as always, and thank you all. See you.